Start it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Going on my end. Drop the music. Let's do it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Good morning. All right, what's good? Clean my glasses. Anyway, what's good? It's the last of a marathon until the end of the weekend. But anyway, I'm SkyE, I'm Fly, and I'm with several people. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
All right, so
morning.
Good pre-dawn.
Yeah.
So of course we're here with Trebor and Eugene. And then we got 4 special guests. Right,
Full house today.
Yes, full house. We got 2 retired guests, and Danni and Dr. Jermaine. And then we got 2 new special guests, and Erica, Ayala, and then Big Phil. Good. Everybody say hello. How are we living? How are we doing? Wow, you wildin'. Hello. How are you feeling? Who do we got winning? I know one person. I see a Jamaica situation on my screen.
All we need is a draw. That's all we need. Just give me the draw. It'll be good.
I am Brazilian.
I feel Brazilian today.
Brazilian. Yeah.
And Colombian and whatever. I'm not from the United States. Anyway, who do we got winning? Oh, these are nice kits. We got the nice kits on. Let's go. Let's go. You need Jamaica to. Me too. So who do we got? What do we think?
Yeah, I'm rooting for Marta. Like that's all I got. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think we were talking a little bit before we went live. I think everybody wants Marta to win, but I think more than that, we really want Panama to beat France so that both Brazil and Jamaica can go through.
Yep. Jamaica has a chance to go through. If Panama beats France, there's a chance for Jamaica to go through with a loss. So that would be best case scenario. But if I'm forced to choose between Brazil, Jamaica, I'm going with Brazil. The Marta story is too much. I want to see her get into the knockout round and see what they can do.
Oh, so allegedly Jamaica's running a 4-1-4-1. Okay.
That's what it looks like here.
Interesting. Brazil matching up with the 4-4-2.
Yeah. We gonna fight. My bad. We're not gonna fight. We're gonna move furniture in the middle of the field. My fantasy team about to be flourishing. Anyway,
here we go. Who has to score 20 goals today?
Nobody has to score 20 goals. Thank you very much.
Nobody.
Because
it's only 15.
Because Cindy did that thing today, so we're okay.
Okay.
I might have to put Sophia Smith on the bench though. She can't be the captain if we can't figure out how to be better. Anywho.
They do have Sweden next, so yeah, figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to hope and pray. So I mean, who do we expect to have a bomb game? Who's gonna turn up?
Bunny.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I think she's really raring to go, especially after having to sit out last match. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is gonna be a Bunny Shaw match, I think for sure.
What about Marta?
Yeah. I'm interested to see if how far Marta can go in this game. She didn't start the first match. She only played 20 minutes or something like that at the end. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting to see how deep into this match she can go and how she starts looking, 50, 60, 70 minutes in.
And so, real quick, let's do time checks because the matches have kicked off on my side.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So I just hit 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'm at 28.
I'm
25.
at 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
I'm at 10 seconds. Dang.
Yeah, I'm behind.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, play behind me.
Cool. And oh my gosh.
Stop it.
I was just about to say, as I said before, I will have one eye on Panama, France, and in the second minute, Panama with a banger
What?
to take the lead.
Let's go.
Panama
Yo.
with a banger to take the lead.
Come
I
on.
was just about to say I'm going to be keeping one eye on that match, and Panama opening
I'm
up
hella behind.
strong.
Hey, and don't forget, Jamaica played really well against France, right? So Panama
that was a great
executes
game.
the
That was
same
the first
game
game we
plan.
did, I think. Yeah. I mean, it was a free kick from outside the box. I mean, upper 90. Nothing you can do.
Nice.
I'm trying to see who that is.
Oh man,
that scored it.
Today I feel Panamanian.
Right. And there's a lot of Jamaican Panamanian connections in general.
I'm surprised.
Right?
That
just
was
like
Panama.
that was tops. So
they are
no
crying.
surprise there.
I love it.
Wow.
Oh, they just showed it on Telemundo.
Wow.
What a banger. Was that Marta Cox?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go, Marta Cox.
I mean, obviously,
nasty.
so much time left in the match, but against the France side that has looked shaky this group stage, to get an opening goal like that in the first 2 minutes is huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge.
Yo, banger. Jesus Christ.
It's huge.
Woo!
How about that? Whoa.
That's beautiful.
If you weren't awake already, that'll wake you up.
Oh.
That'll wake you up.
Yo.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Goal of the tournament?
Maybe. We've seen a few really good goals, especially in this last match for the group stages. Like, the players have turned it on.
That Linda Caicedo goal, that's going to live in my head rent-free
Linda
forever,
Caicedo
probably.
goal.
Yeah.
Yes,
There was the Esme Brooks goal from last night or from yesterday.
Yeah, that was a worldie.
She had 2 from outside the box that were crazy. And then now Marta Cox. Wow.
Yeah, that's really got to mess with France. I don't think they saw themselves having to play from behind for 85 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then also, you didn't have to anticipate like them coming from like those shots from outside the box.
Yeah, I mean, free kicks like that are always dangerous when they're at that kind of distance, because that can happen.
Oh dear. Oh Lord.
But yeah, you definitely don't expect it if you're France.
Okay.
That situation where Buddy was running wild and free. I need us to remember we got defense.
Yeah, if Jamaica wins this, Brazil will be out.
But as results stand, so if Jamaica ties this with Panama winning, who does that?
Well, that would still put. Well, actually, no, because I think then it would go goal differential tiebreaker between France and Brazil, and I know Brazil have that win over France.
Yep.
As it stands.
So as results stand, Jamaica and Brazil are
as it stands right now.
They're showing the group table on Telemundo right now, and right now, as of right this second, Jamaica's in first, Brazil's in second. So if it holds, they're going through.
Because Brazil holds that tiebreaker and goal differential. So France just
somebody be like,
can't lose.
Yeah.
This is also a good result. I mean, like, this would also be good. So obviously some more goals from Jamaica and Brazil. Like if they ended 2-2, that'd be fun.
Make for a fun broadcast, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm just still stun locked off that Panama goal that early. That's crazy. Such a great goal.
Yeah,
and exactly what you need. Yeah, that's perfect start for them.
Oh, the banner for Marta in the crowd. That's amazing.
we'll see if Brazil can hold possession a little bit better than their last time out.
Yeah, so far not so much. I mean, it's still early, but I don't think neither team has really gotten much of anything going. I know Marta had a shot on goal, but wasn't much danger there.
Yeah, Brazil's been keeping it the last couple minutes though.
Yeah, but they're not able to do much with it. It's a lot of stuff in like the center third. It's center backs passing and playing a ball forward right now that look more hopeful than anything. If they can actually start to cook, it'll be a little bit different. But I don't know. It's still early.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the filling out process is very much alive right now.
And I mean, this is how Jamaica set up against France, right? In that kind of that 4-4-2 with like not even reverting to the 5-4-1, right? Just kind of being a little bit more daring, right? In the 4-4-2. So if they can just stay disciplined in their structure, I think Jamaica has a chance. But let me stop.
I mean, so I have a question for y'all. Like, I started watching football or soccer because of Brazil. My mother studied abroad there, loved the sport, went to games, all that. And so we would watch growing up. But the women's team, I feel like, has been really going through this journey where for a while, at least when we were growing up, they were pretty solid, but they never could get over the hump. I mean, they were talking a lot about Marta, how she doesn't have any Olympic medals, not a World Cup. So what do y'all think has been kind of the rub there for Brazil historically?
Defense.
I was going to say, how much time do you have?
Well, we got all matched.
I mean, Brazil, it was illegal for women to play soccer until the late 70s, I think it was. So where other teams, other nations, I should say, had, not great structures in place. They had something where Brazil literally had nothing, and when it was finally allowed that women could play soccer, they were so far behind. Well, I think you have seen a lot of investment, especially in the past 5 to 10 years in Brazil, not only from the federation, but from clubs as well. You see a lot of the teams, the big teams in Brazil, fielding women's clubs and actually putting some sort of investment in them. The Brazilian teams, I think, have won the majority of the Copa Libertadores tournaments that they have in South America over the past few years, which really speaks to the investment there. And then you're seeing Brazilian players like Caroline, like Debinha, that play in Brazil and then go abroad to other leagues. So I think that's what you're seeing, them playing a long game of catch up with the rest of the world. And I think they're finally at that point now where they've just about caught up. So hopefully that wasn't too history of the world long.
No, that was exactly it though. That was exactly it.
I mean, in one way or another, though, that's been the story of so many of these federations. I mean, I remember, I don't know, the years all run together, but I don't remember if it was an Olympics or a World Cup, but Colombia was having an issue with their federation several years back. We obviously know that the United States has had their issues. The Reggae Girls, I actually got to meet one of the founding players. She lives in Canada and her daughter plays hockey. So there's that hockey connection. Cool. Yeah. But just hearing her story about how they got the Reggae Girls together, and they really did recruit a lot of, I mean, not uncommon, but they recruited a lot of people in the Montreal area and Canada to play on that because they had ties to Jamaica, and it was really emotional for her to see how the team has come together, but also really frustrating for her to hear that they still, and even leading up to this World Cup, had to fundraise and do all of this stuff, and are just not getting the support.
Yeah, it's embarrassing that a national team had to have not one but two GoFundMe pages to get them to the World Cup. And that's really something that the Jamaican Federation is going to have to kind of live with. They're probably always, at least for my lifetime, going to be known as the federation that forced their women to fundraise to go to the World Cup. Unfortunately, I think that we see a lot more malfeasance from federations than we see federations doing right by their women players. And, hopefully this World Cup is shining a light on some of that.
I think I'm behind.
Allison Swivey.
Has Jamaica been the most consistent team in this group?
In this group, possibly. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. That's a
I mean,
very good
yeah,
point.
yeah, because we saw Brazil struggle last time out
Right.
and look unlike themselves. We saw
France look wow.
France look terrible the first match.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking good today
And
either.
they are not looking good right now either. And then Panama has just been unfortunately
Thrown into the
outclassed in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
against the bigger, I hate saying it that way, but like the bigger nations,
Yeah.
the stronger teams, so to speak. So
They kind of fell flat.
I
out the
think
gate,
Jamaica
never recovered.
yeah, I think Jamaica the whole time has consistently played their style,
Yeah.
have stayed to what they do best, haven't changed anything, and it's put them in a position to advance. But yeah, that's a great point. I didn't even think of that. That's good. That's a good point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Brazil's making some inroads now, though.
Yeah, Brazil's definitely been in control though. Oh man, yeah. Stat just came up. They're keeping 67% of possession.
Gotta
Okay,
finish.
eyelashes.
Through 50. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. Which what match was that we saw? I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was the France Jamaica match where they kept almost all the possession but couldn't do anything with it.
These kids are fire. I'm taking a good look now.
Which ones?
The eyelashes. We got
I like. Well, I'm looking at the Brazil kits right now, but
all the kids.
yeah.
Yeah, they
I
are
like-
fine. They're fine in person. Actually, but I don't know. These look a little extra. I want the real jersey ones, not the replica,
Yeah.
because these look extra
The
crisp.
blue one, yeah, the blue ones look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, reggae girls. I'm. Maybe it's because I'm not a Yankees fan, but I can do without
The
stripes.
pinstripes, yeah.
That's fair.
We can get that.
Yellow's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch Liga MX Femenil, you would have seen that kind of goal before.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't think France is necessarily
Whoa.
prepared for a long range kaboom like that. And then having to actually mark against that, because that could pop off out the blue in the middle of the
Anytime.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler saying these blue ones are tough. Those are the ones I was looking at. Sheesh.
Yeah, they're growing on me. I'm a sucker for the classic Brazilian yellow, but these ones
There.
they're nice.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been nice if they had then like the yellow or green shorts.
Yeah,
Maybe the yellow shorts.
Maybe the yellow ones. But I do like the white. Like I liked it with the blue socks.
It's
Because like I think if
clean.
you had the blue shorts or something, it'd be too much.
Well, not blue shorts,
Yeah.
but like yellow or green.
Yeah, yellow. Yeah, yellow would work.
I
Like
think
it's with the yellow numbers.
it stands out for
Yeah.
sure. I'm still catching up. I'll be following more in the knockout stages, but like I'm just thinking of the fields, right? And I think it was smart for them to go blue.
Trying to think, what's Jamaica's second kit? Is it the black one?
Yeah.
It's a black one.
Yeah, the super plain black one.
Mm.
Full in comparison to the yellow.
They got shots, but no power. What are we doing?
Ooh.
That was a nice move.
Just
and now, oh no, that's not good.
Yeah. Swaby's down.
Yeah.
No.
Shaw.
No,
sorry.
that was Shaw. Yeah, I was like, no, that's not Swaybe. That's Shaw.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What's happening? What's
Oh,
happening?
snap. Oh, no.
That hurts.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm not there yet. My stream is hella behind.
No.
15:22.
Yeah, I just hit 17 minutes.
Boy.
Same. This is like the closest I've ever been behind Eugene. I'm like
I'm at
right,
16:40.
right there with him. I'm usually like 5 or 10 seconds behind Eugene. So
I think she'll be fine, right? She'll be fine.
Yeah, she can put some
It
support
did.
on it.
She just kicked someone else's foot, right? I mean, she'll be good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we got.
She just got up.
Yeah,
I can't see if how like gingerly she's walking or anything, but she's up, so that's a good sign. Yeah, she's walking off on her own power now. It looks like it
Slightly
looks like it stings, but
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Man. Well, I don't know if it has to do with the match or not, or just that I'll be hungry in a little bit. But at some point during this match, I will be frying up plantains because I feel like it's appropriate for the for the head-to-head.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Plantains and bacon,
Not a
baby.
bad
Let's go.
idea.
Perfect for the culture. Yeah, that's perfect. And it's delicious. So
That part,
it's a win-win.
or as my people say, plátanos maduros. I don't really mess with totones that much. That's like a chip. I want something sweet.
I forgot when I moved out here, they were describing, they had like some kind of dish that was like actually like a taco salad that kind of threw me. Because in Miami, I was used to, like that to effectively to be like a chip. Tostones.
Tostones.
Yeah. And so somebody had like something, and I was like, yo, that's like not a salad. What? That's not, it kind of blew my mind. But yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. I was like, huh?
I don't know.
Okay.
What's happening?
Really lovely ball movement from Brazil there.
Yeah.
They've definitely been the ones knocking on the door the most this half.
Okay, Caroline, I need you to kick the ball in the net. Ooh.
Stop it.
What is this on Fox?
Time check.
1936.
1910.
Okay, we at the same place.
No.
So good.
I'm behind. I'm at 1850.
Wait, am I? I'm at 1945 now.
Oh, you slower than me.
I'm at 1925.
I said 45.
Oh.
France just got an equalizer.
Nah.
Womp womp.
In the 20th minute, yeah.
Wait, Scott, what's your time?
1950.
Okay, all right.
Right now? Like right
Yes.
now it is? Oh.
Yeah, so we're lined up, Scott.
Mang. I have to find another channel.
Oh yeah, if you're on Telemundo, it might be slower than the.
I'm watching the Fox network. I don't like doing that, but you know. I was ahead of y'all yesterday. That was yesterday. Who knows? When I was in the chat.
I guess
The days have
Peacock
all
is
kind of run
more-
together. So.
Yeah. When I tell you, I literally don't know. Oh,
I've always
I was
had a
like,
question. Do they have a certain amount of time they have to inbound the ball?
Mm,
I don't think there's a time
I don't think there's a time, but
limit?
like the
You
refs
get
will like
carded.
encourage you to
to
Put
go.
on.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like
Do,
the
do
goalkeepers
keepers have a
have.
clock? Yeah.
Well, they have the 6 seconds, right?
Right.
yeah.
Or supposedly, a lot of times they give them like 8 to 10 seconds. But if a keeper's obviously wasting time, they're gonna give them a yellow.
Yeah, they're gonna be a lot. Yeah.
hmm
like a delayed game situation.
Mm-hmm.
And with that
Panama.
goal, it's right now it would be France and Jamaica, with Brazil being the odd one out.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Is that Jody Brown that just went down? She good? Okay, she's good. She's good.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, she went down briefly, but she's back up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I feel like Brazil's doing a better job than France in like getting between the lines, getting between Jamaica's lines.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like Jamaica's looking pretty good, like
Oh,
structurally.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, Brazil's doing a lot of lateral movement, which is good, but they're not. When they're doing that, they should be looking for stuff to go kind of north-south, and there's really not a whole lot there. I mean, they're making some gains in that, but Jamaica's really playing them well. I think having looks almost like a 4-4-1-1 or 4-4-2.
Yeah.
When they go into defense, so it's looking like it's holding up against Brazil and not really providing them much in the way of lanes to go through. Brazil's really having to work to get the ball forward.
Oh.
All right, Borges just had a header miss.
That was on too. That would have been a goal had it gone in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's had a really good tournament.
Yeah, that's how Brazil's going to have to break down the Jamaican defense. It's going to have to be from the outsides. I don't think they're going to be able to go right up the way that they want to. Because Jamaica seems to have that pathway closed down pretty well. You can tell that the ankle is still hindering Bunny Shaw because her speed is
it's not there.
increased
Not
dramatically.
nearly as fast as we're used to seeing.
Yeah, she's not getting on the balls. She's not making the same kind of runs. You can tell it's affecting her, unfortunately for Jamaica.
Yeah, because
that was such an unfortunate play for her too.
Yeah,
it's not like she just went to kick the ball and connected with the defender's foot.
Mm-hmm. And it was actually a good move. That's why I was like, oh, that's a great move. And then she didn't get up, and it was like, oh no.
Who's this on the ground?
That's sweet. No, that's Wilshire. And that's Wilshire.
Oh, Samson.
Samson.
She's up and coming off on her own power. Looks like tweaked her right leg a little bit. Just kind of holding it.
Yeah, I can't tell if she's like reaching for the knee or holding the hamstring, but it's definitely her right leg. And the other one, Panama, is starting to gain some more momentum, looking to try to retake the lead. Still 1-1, 27th minute.
I just hope Panama has another goal in them.
Mm-hmm. I think they do. I think there's a couple in them. Just kind of the way that they've played against France so far tonight. France has definitely been in control a little bit more, but Panama has had a lot of moments where they've got really good build-up in the attack and found some space and have been able to find some more attempts at goals. So hopefully one of them will go in soon.
These crowd shots are hilarious and somewhat confusing if you don't take a close look.
And as I say that, France get their second.
Oh.
Yeah. On some really good passing play.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Keep it. No. There we go. Listen. My heart.
And it was Diani on the goal for France.
They're showing the replay of the second French goal right now on Telemundo. Oh.
The Holst.
I feel all by myself in this chat. I feel like I'm the only one.
Yeah, kind of like the only hope was for Panama to get that win. Then we all could have been happy, but
right.
France is not cooperating, which is weird. I usually root for France, but I think in this tournament, just the way they've played, and then the way that I like to see the growth of other nations, it's just like, yeah, I feel like you deserve to not be in the next round. But they are proving me wrong in this one.
Shannon Matthews just picked up a yellow. I didn't even see what it was for.
Oh, would she be suspended if they were to advance?
Is that her second?
I'm not sure. It could be her second.
If it's her second, then yes, she would be.
Let me check.
Can't do that.
Let's see. Blackwood got one in the Panama game, and
Maybe not.
Primus got one in the France game. So no.
She's
Matthews is still okay. Primus and who else did I say?
Blackwood,
yeah. They're the two. who would be in trouble of getting yellow card suspension for the next one. Let's see, for Brazil. See Luana sitting on a card from the France game.
Bunny, bro, Bunny is so the control she has over her body is just incredible.
Mm.
Oh. Credit, they're still trying to get those balls out to Bunny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She just doesn't look like she's able to catch up to
No,
them right
yeah.
now. She's still kind of even jogging back to get back on defense. She's kind of taking it slow.
Yeah, she's like going real soft. That would have been a goal.
Yeah, like earlier in this match before she went down, that would have been a definite
like
shot on goal. I don't think either side has had, well, maybe just that Ari Borges opportunity from earlier, but aside from that, I don't think either side has had a real clear-cut shot at goal so far in this first half.
I think Marta that had one on goal like kind of early on, but it was from distance. It wasn't really moving.
Yeah,
fast.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't
like a real threatening
chance.
one.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That's been about it. It's this game has really been played, I think, a lot in the center third, and nobody's really been able to get much against the other. I'm not sure if it's the teams are just kind of not wanting to concede, or what's going on.
I just think Brazil can't figure out how to get past Jamaican defense right now. I think that's kind of what it is on that side, and like we've seen from Jamaica all tournament, I think they're just happy to let Brazil kind of tire out trying to figure it out, and will probably make their move in the second half.
Rope-a-dope style.
Yeah, very much so. Especially with Brazil starting Marta, you'd imagine she probably won't go the full 90. So it'll be interesting to see how much they get with her on the pitch as she is hobbling.
Yeah, she's now checking her left foot.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see what happened.
She went tumbling. That means she needs a banger.
Here comes Jamaica.
That was really the first. First, we've seen Jamaica really kind of come bombing down the field.
They went after it right there. And nearly had it. Some great defense from Brazil to get the stop at the last moment.
Yeah, if we can get Drew Spence involved a little bit more, just like how we did there, then we may have some better attacking opportunities. Oh, France has a penalty? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, looks like it. I did not see what happened. I was busy with the Jamaica-Brazil match.
That was a CONCACAF roll.
Oh.
Panama, don't implode like this.
Yeah, they just gave up their third.
Yikes.
Penalty converted, and it's looking like France is going to top the group.
Well,
So, and they're building on that goal differential too. So it's from their perspective, they picked a great time to finally wake up. It seems, or at least go up against an opponent that isn't quite on their level.
No.
I mean, you needed to roll. CONCACAF.
Start deploying the U.S. tactics.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't end up so long enough.
I mean, that doesn't seem like her game, though. I don't know that she has it in her. I respect
She usually go flying in the box. She gotta stay on side, so. Ew.
Oh. Yeah, see, even when Jamaica give it up, Brazil can't really get going right away. Takes them a minute. Oh, that was a nice pass.
Come on.
Brazil is really keeping them down their end right now.
Yes, they are.
Ooh!
Oh, no.
Was that the pass we saw? Yep, and another one.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Nearly. Yeah, Brazil's
Get it out, bro.
starting to figure it out.
Mm-mm.
Gotta go side to side.
I don't even know why they're showing it like it's going to be outside. Like they're clearly on.
Oh!
Yeah, they were onside by quite a while.
Yeah, 3 or 4 defenders worth of onside.
Mm.
No, let us just make it a halftime, please.
Brazil. Oh, I think that's Jamaica's hope, but right now Brazil is kind of. I think they're starting to figure out how to break down this defense.
Yeah, Blackwood is keeping them on side. Like,
yes, she
on side.
is. Yes, she is. We all know it.
Jamaica couldn't control the first touch. That would have been a really good opportunity because she was on. It looked like.
I mean, I'm a little behind y'all, but I've been watching this match and wondering like what team is gonna stop playing a little too cute in front of the frame of the goal and just rip one. Like, I don't know. I almost wish in soccer sometimes people would take it like a like a long jump, and like you have to go. If you are this close, you have to go. No passing, just kick the damn thing. Like, just go for it.
Yeah, I think Jamaica's best chance of getting a goal if they can get any type of possession, might be through like a set piece, maybe, whether it's like from a free kick or corner kick, something to just break up the flow a little bit. Because I think that's how we got our goal against Panama. I think it was a header off of Swaby. So we'll see. We'll see. But I don't see Jamaica getting too much possession in this game.
Yeah, I don't see Brazil not being cute.
That part.
You know? I mean, like, they can score bangers and they can take one from deep, but I just think, you know, obviously as their style is to get it in front of goal, get a clear open opportunity, make it look good, get 4 or 5 passes behind it, you know?
Uh-oh.
First half is winding down. A few more minutes plus stoppage time.
Marta had to do the 3 roll. She was trying to get Allison like that.
Common ball roll.
Also, then she needed 5.
That 5 to 7. Yeah, the common bowl is like the 5 to 7 range. The CONCACAF is the 3.
Yeah.
3 to 5.
3 to 5, yeah.
5 is extra.
Well, that's when you really want to emphasize that you've been done dirty. When you're just like, hey, no. The crocodile tears come out and everything.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Tia, what's your game plan? Turn that wig sideways. Figure it out.
You're assuming she has a game plan?
Game plan.
The game plan for her was starting Martha. That was where it started and ended.
Well, I
It
feel
was Martin vibes. Martin
I be feeling
vibes.
Japanese.
Martin vibes. Yeah.
I'll be feeling Japanese, Colombian.
Definitely feeling Colombian tomorrow.
Why'd they get that man wiping his nose on TV like that?
I thought the same thing. I was like, what an unfortunate shot.
This is using a tissue, though. You know what I mean?
Looking like someone's uncle out here. Come on.
Ooh!
Stop.
What you mean stop?
Stop.
Why
it.
you don't want Martin to score a goal?
Bruh, I just listen. I love Martin.
Do you see the kid he's wearing? What do you mean?
I love Brazil.
Yeah.
I get it. But come on, this is home team right now. This is home team. Also, these Jamaican jackets, gotta get one. These coaching
Yeah, the jackets are fire. The Jamaican warm-ups have been fire. They've been low-key better than their kits, if I'm being honest.
What are we thinking for stoppage time?
50 minutes.
50 minutes.
I think we get the standard 3 to 5.
Yeah, 3.
That seems about right. I don't think there's been a whole lot. Well,
yeah. I was gonna say 2 or 3, yeah. Probably 2.
Watch me 10. Like what?
I'm thinking 4, right? You got the bunny injury.
Well, we already
cards.
I think we saw the most in that South African match. They had 11, I
Yeah.
believe, to finish out the match.
Jesus.
yeah.
Banyana.
And it actually,
But I mean, which
it actually
helped
went
out.
longer
I mean,
than that because there was an injury in during the stoppage. So I think it
yeah.
wound up at like 14 or 15 minutes.
Italy was all mad. She don't need
Oh no.
Ooh.
3 minutes.
Yep. I missed how much stoppage time was in the France match, but I mean, I figured that's pretty much the excitement's left that one.
Yeah, that's a shame, man.
Martika's got a bicycle kick in her.
She got 3. Did she have 3 of them in her?
Yeah.
I think that's what they need, right?
Yeah, they need 3 to get a 4-3 win. But again, even then, France is padding up the goal differential stat. So at this point, I think they have the tiebreaker over Brazil. And they definitely have it over Jamaica. So. Uh-oh.
Stop it.
Oh,
Pass wasn't quite there. Definitely a good idea because halftime can't come soon enough for Jamaica.
Oh my gosh. Can you listen, I just need that whistle to blow immediately.
Why? Ooh.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice.
It's always nice when SkyE catches up. Yeah.
That's a nice look.
That's it. Can Caroline get a goal? I need a Marta goal. I need a Caroline goal. My bad.
You don't need a bunny goal?
It's all
No.
good. It's all good. I need a bunny banger. just for my
probably need
soul.
bunny.
Maringa.
Buddy probably needs halftime just to see if she can take that ankle up.
Ooh.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nope.
Oh!
No.
You
Come on, Blackwood. Come on, Blackwood.
Yeah, Blackwood. Yeah. Again, Blackwood kept her on sides if she would have got there.
Oh,
Come on, Caroline, let's get it. Cook them up. Ooh, get back on sides, please.
Brazil is not going to let Jamaica have a chance before half ends. They're just refusing to. Oh, little intensity from Jamaica there. Halftime whistle blows. Yeah.
That's the half.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Jamaica maybe a little bit saved by the bell there, I think.
Yeah, very much so. Brazil was starting to figure out how to get through that defense, which does not bode well for Jamaica. Although,
No, it does not.
I think if you would have told Jamaica they'd be going into the half
0-0.
0-0, they'd be really happy with that.
Absolutely.
They'd have taken that for sure.
For sure.
And it has been a struggle for Brazil to break through that defense. So maybe a couple minor adjustments in the half.
You just got to start throwing bodies.
I mean, unfortunately, the unfortunate thing is Bunny Shaw is hurt because there was a couple chances there where they had some really great balls into Bunny Shaw on the run. You can tell that the ankle was bothering her. She just couldn't get there.
Yeah.
Gotta
attend to baby real quick.
And unfortunately, France adds a fourth before their half.
Ooh.
They had 5 minutes of stoppage time, and they've added a fourth in the 50th minute. So it's looking all but for sure. Yeah. I mean, you hate to say it's over before it's over, but it's pretty much over. And France will take the winning of the group.
Tyler, I wonder what the basketball comp for that is. Just like a whole lot of possession, and maybe I feel like that's how people feel the Connecticut Sun play.
The Aces beat down. My bad.
The Aces aren't. Aces don't give you a lot of possession though. Like right now, that's what Jamaica does. They just give you possession, and they're like, "Here you go, try to break us down." And a lot of times it is difficult for teams, especially as Jamaica improves. But I think now they have to figure out how to score because, as you see in women's soccer, there's a lot of goals out there. So you can give team possession all you want, but like you're gonna get tired too at some point.
Yeah.
And a team like Brazil, if it's 0-0 going into the 80th minute, they have that little extra that they can tap into usually. So
yeah, I mean, you really have to be relying on your speed, explosiveness, and overall athleticism if that's going to be,
your plan. Yeah,
exactly. So I mean, and it's a strategy. I mean, I heard y'all talking about Sweden, I guess yesterday, and I will never forget how upset Hope Solo was. Woo! That was hilarious because, like, I understand why she was mad, but also, like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? That's what they did, and it worked. So, like, what are you gonna do?
They're gonna have to deal with it again.
Yeah.
Soon.
Ooh, the Mystics. They're gonna defend you to death, and the offense don't be offensing. That's what I'm saying.
That is fair. That's
fair. And that's how I feel. Maybe not Connecticut this year as much, but that's how they've been. Like, they get to the final and they be holding teams to like 50, 60 points.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's just nah.
But again, so that plays into why you need to have offense.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
No. What you need is to not. You need to have balance.
Okay, yeah, balance, but I mean, you still need to win the game. Or you're gonna be Connecticut.
Balance. Yeah.
Well, it's like they say, it's offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
And that's not for the Connecticut Sun.
Well,
it's because they didn't have any balance. You squandering some of the best performances of AT's career. Because can't get it done. You don't have no balance.
I mean, it's true.
Speaking of Sweden, earlier, real quick, from that group, Sweden advances on top of South Africa with their win earlier this morning. Will also be advancing in second place. They got the win over Italy. Just thought I'd throw that out there for those who enjoy.
That's right.
I feel bad only for Jenna, and that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I really don't care that Italy lost. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad it was South Africa that beat them.
Ancestors.
I'll say it. Yeah, I'll say it. I don't know.
Yeah. Ancestors.
Shooters need to shoot. Exactly. No, but if you have your defense doing what they got to do, then your shooters are going to be able to shoot. But that's not what happens in Connecticut. You got your best defender is also your transition player and your shooter, or your, I'm going to get a bucket regardless type player. So. And Dewana Bonner is hilarious to me because sometimes I'll be like, she be throwing that thing up there. I'm like, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then it goes in. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, Bon, shoot them things. And then I'm like, oh, no, don't do that.
But, what was I going to say? I'm having a brain fart. Oh, that ginger man was like, South Africa's not that good. And I'm like, please, sir. Okay, so when they beat whatever team, come talk to me. Like, literally, all South Africa has to do is just legit finish their games, like, today. Finally. They'll be fine.
Tyler has me cracking up.
Wow. Yes, she does.
But like, that's perfect. Oh my gosh.
What do you think is gonna happen in the second half? Brazil's gonna get a goal. So who's scoring? Caroline and Marta. Oh, hey Jermaine, how you doing?
Watch out, Sky. Watch out.
Who do I need to score? Caroline, Ari.
I was gonna say Ari Borges has been having a tournament, so I would tip her to be the one to do it.
Wait, the first goal for France was an own goal? Was that an own?
I think
Yeah, it did look like an own goal. Yeah, it did look like one. Because I was like, what are you doing? Why is your hand? What are you doing? Yeah, it looked like uncle.
Damn.
He's like, Panama, stop
who is
Panamaing.
Who is this with the Aaliyah Boston braids on Team
Deani.
France? Oh, okay. Okay. Yo, she kind of low key. I like if they said they were related, I believe them.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Like, yeah. She got connections to the islands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Toto's not there. You know, people been ignoring Deani, but Deani too can cook you. Yeah, who we got? Who we got? Who do y'all believe in?
I don't know. I feel like Dabinia has been itching for a goal. So
has Caroline.
Yeah. I can see Dabinia getting a goal. But also I can see Buddy getting a goal.
Oh. I'm not really sure who's going to get a goal here. I haven't seen enough from either team to convince me that somebody's going to score.
Fair.
I know that there's still 45 minutes to go, but just watching that first half, we didn't see a whole lot of threatening. I mean, Brazil, yes, had threatening possession, but they weren't able to do much with it. And I hope we start seeing goals. It certainly makes for a much more fun match, but I don't know. Like I'm not convinced that we're going to see something.
Yeah.
Sorry to be the downer.
The realist. Yeah.
Boo! Thoughts on African teams playing their colonizers in the knockouts? Well,
I'm here for anything decolonial. So let's decolonize everything.
Let's cook them.
Let's cook them.
Nigeria versus England is going to be interesting.
That's going to be fascinating.
We're doing that one, right? We're doing that one, right?
When is that one? Oh, Lord.
We're doing that one, right? I want to do that one so bad. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll do it.
And then South Africa versus the Netherlands. That's gonna be interesting too.
That's gonna be.
Oh my gosh! Like that is straight up colonizing. So you said it's South Africa versus Netherlands.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, and then Nigeria versus England.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those are going to be mass chaos because those styles are going to clash like crazy.
That is literally as colonial as you can get.
Yeah.
What?
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
That is facts on facts.
And both African nations honestly probably could beat both teams. So I don't know if England's prepared for that yet.
I will say, I think out of the two matchups, I give Nigeria the better chance over England for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think
just because Netherlands has the ability to do like I said, Brazil can do, where they can kind of find that extra gear in the last 10 minutes of a match and sneak a goal that they probably don't deserve to back into a win. But England, I don't think has that ability. At least they haven't shown it.
Yeah.
You know, if you can rattle them, they usually crumble.
I don't think England's ready for the speed of Nigeria in like how, because Nigeria is like, what are we doing today? Mm-hmm. But if Nigeria decides to be on, England ain't got nothing for that.
The only thing I'll say about England is that they do have Lauren James, who can seemingly do anything she wants on the pitch. Yeah. So we will see how that goes. But yeah, I mean I think both matchups will be incredible.
Yeah. And I think when Nigeria played Australia, they didn't have Sam Kerr for that one, right?
No, they didn't.
No, that was the one Sam Kerr was.
But even still, though, they were cooking them like.
No, I'm just trying to think if they've played a striker like that, an attacker like Lauren James. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And
so with the dealing with Lauren James, you either keep the ball away from her, or you do it effectively what Haiti did, where you take the ball off her. You can't go, I'm going to try to body you. No,
she's too physical for that.
Although I think kind of match up with that.
Well, they can, but again, like if you're gonna try to go into that game thinking let's try to knock Lauren James off of her ability
but I
being
don't
physical with her, it's not gonna work.
I don't think that would be the attack, because how you cause England to melt down is you just like attack them with speed all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
So and I mean, shit, they could cook the hell out of them. That's why I'm like, it's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun ass game. I mean, very well they could get the shock value of like, oh shit, when they played Haiti just couldn't keep it together. So it could be
That's
like
what I kept thinking about.
Yeah, they could totally get rotisserie all over the pitch, but you actually got people who could put the ball in the net. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I keep thinking about how England was completely unprepared for Haiti, and how they kind of took them maybe not lightly, but maybe they took them a bit lightly, and I can see them absolutely doing the same to Nigeria. Maybe not so much, because in order to get to the round of 16, you have to I don't know. I mean, we see the quality that South Africa has, but I feel like anybody, even if you're going to look somebody over by this point, you don't. But who knows? Like, I don't know. I just don't see them fully prepared for what South Africa can bring to the table. Now, is South Africa going to bring it all to the table? That's that's a whole other question. But I don't know that England's going to do themselves any favors by. I don't know.
Yeah, because like even with the Netherlands, like I mean, the US was so abysmal. That's why they got out the group on top. And then they yeeted Vietnam, who was battered and bruised already. But because that's when like South Africa, they could cook them, but it's like, what version of South Africa, and can we play 90 minutes? Like, that's really what it is. Can they play 90 minutes as a team? And don't do the stuff where you're up 2 goals and then get lackadaisical and then let the other team come back.
Yeah, I feel like we've kind of hit the point of the tournament where maybe before you could get away with some mistakes, you could let a team back in and let it slide. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think once you hit kind of this point, those are the sorts of mistakes that get you sent home.
Yeah, you can't play for penalties, USA.
Yep.
And second half is about to begin for me.
Yep, it just kicked off for me.
Yeah, just
okay, fancy y'all, fancy little.
No, just letting you know. And then a quick look ahead for while we're talking about the second rounds. Obviously, the Colombia group still has their final matches to play, but if those standings hold right now, we're looking at France taking on Germany and Jamaica taking on Colombia. So
that'll be really interesting
because France is leading the group, and right now Germany's second in their group. So it would be France, Germany, Jamaica, Colombia.
Germany probably didn't see that coming.
I think a lot of people saw that coming. And again, they do have the final match to play for Group H, which is the Colombia group, but it is looking like Colombia will be doing enough to win that group.
That's crazy.
Hopefully. So, which would honestly make for interesting matchup for Jamaica going up against Colombia. Yeah. Although I will say, much like Brazil, Colombia has several players that can attack. It's not just Lina Caicedo,
right?
Which a lot of people fall into the trap of thinking.
Until somebody else hits a banger.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Until Uzma hits you with some sauce and cooks you up real quick.
It's also going to be one of those games where I'm not going to know who to root for.
Yeah, exactly.
Colombia and Jamaica.
We're starting to reach that point where teams are playing each other that I like both of them, and I want them both to win. It's like, only one team can win it all, but man.
Ooh. Caroline, can we stop being fancy? Put this ball in the net, please. Got fantasy points to get.
Brazil picking up right where they left off.
We got fantasy points to get.
Putting pressure on Jamaica.
So it looks like Brazil made a sub. I see Bia Zanretto coming on, but I'm not sure who she came on for.
And Jamaica made a sub too.
Oh, they did.
Shea Matthews is off, and Cameron is on.
Okay.
I'm over here cooking these plátanos, but I just came to appreciate the pronunciation of Colombia. Hey, let's go.
And Ari Borges is the one that came off for Brazil.
Ah, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a choice you can make.
Who was outside?
Yeah. So maybe Pia is deciding to coach, which you decide how you want to take that one.
She put the guitar down.
If you want her in the kitchen cooking, or if you want her to just stay on the island watching.
Oh. Why is Pia coaching?
I mean, technically, that's her job.
Okay, why is she coaching like this? Bunny's
Right?
still walking.
You mean why is she doing? Well, yeah, that ankle's not right. It's probably. Yeah, I don't want to speculate. I'm not a doctor. I don't want to speculate, but it's probably like a sprain of some sort.
Yeah, she'll probably come out at 60th minute, 65th minute.
That's so unfortunate because Jamaica has had chances where if she was fine, they make it a lot more threatening than they did.
They need to go holler at Deanne Rose and see does she want to make that one-time switch.
Hey.
You need another goal scorer because particularly if Canada is going to sit there and look like that, hell, go talk to all of them over there.
And that is the other thing to mention too with Canada is Jamaica and Canada will be playing for a spot in the Olympics middle of September. So something to kind of keep one eye on. Tournament. Yeah. It starts on the 18th is the first leg, I believe, of September.
Where's that game at? Oh,
I'm not sure. I can check.
See.
Get it out.
Oh.
I don't know if they've announced where those games will be played.
Yeah, it's saying location and time TBD, which they only have like a month away, so I don't know what that is. Okay.
Oh no!
I mean, I'm guessing they're going to probably do it home and home, right?
Come on.
So you would think
that would be smart. So probably one Jamaica, one Brazil, one Jamaica, one Canada. Yeah.
Did you see that?
The Jamaica game probably in Kingston at the stadium there, and then probably in Toronto for the Canada match. I'd imagine.
Brazil would be in trouble if Bunny wasn't hurt.
No, I firmly believe that. I think that was one of those unfortunate things because there was a couple opportunities, like I said, after that happened where Jamaica clearly had a really good idea and a really good ball into Bunny Shaw who just couldn't get there.
I mean, she's hurt, but I don't think. I mean, she still looks pretty threatening. I mean, she's knocked, but I don't think it's anything that's like drastic.
I think she plays until she can't go anymore in this match. I think they know what's at stake.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to take almost an act of God to get her off the pitch.
Caroline like the freaking six?
Some nice passing.
Oh, not able to do anything with it though.
Nope.
They're moving it around, but
Jamaica's retightened the defense. Yeah.
There's
Damn
nothing
right.
for them to shoot at.
Damn right.
Jamaica's got to, you know what though? Jamaica's got to be real careful they don't concede a set piece.
Yeah, that's
feel
where
like-
it's going to be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they need to be concerned about Caroline because at some point, I can see her deciding to slide on in.
She's sneaky like that.
Yeah, that's like because she tried to be creative and tried to do that little bicycle kick, but I could totally see her deciding to slide on in.
Another penalty awarded to France.
Oh,
So
Jesus Christ!
they're going to be looking to add a 5th goal.
Oh damn.
So I'll let you know how that goes. As Brazil is still trying to figure out how to get into that last bit of final third to get a good shot off.
Panama is Atlanta braving.
Well, Panama, I mean, I don't think anyone expected Panama to win this match, but it was just that glimmer of hope that they gave you with that huge goal in the 2nd minute, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then mixed with the fact that up till now, France has looked absolute trash in the group stages. So it's just a mix of France waking up, I think, with that going with that deficit, early deficit.
Ooh, that sounds tasty. France versus Germany.
Yeah, it does. I mean, those are two teams that have really struggled in the group stages, I think. Though France more than Germany, as France does convert. And that's a hat trick, I believe, for Danni.
Damn it. Should have. Ooh!
As France has 5.
That almost
Yeah,
wanted to go. Are you alive, Jermaine?
Oh.
Do a time check real quick. Where is everybody?
53-31.
I just hit 54.
Yeah, I'm at 54:08.
Yeah, I'm like a minute behind. I'm a solid minute behind.
Yeah.
No.
30 seconds.
Ooh! Ooh!
Sky, what are you doing?
Well, Sky's behind all of us, I think. So she's
No,
like
I'm not.
catching us. Oh, are you? Are you ahead of us right now?
I think Sky's a little bit ahead of me. Just a little bit though.
Yeah, because yeah. You
But
saw
still
it, Stephanie.
behind.
Good morning. Good morning. Comments 96. Let's go.
Hey, Comments 96. Shout out to the Black SG out there in LA.
What?
Bunny down there somewhere. That's hilarious. She gonna get it.
I was saying Caroline did the sneaky thing that I was talking about. Let's finish it. Let's go get our hat trick, fam.
Sky, stop talking about hat tricks, please.
Okay, embrace.
Please.
He's
3
like,
goals.
especially against his squad. He's just like, man.
You're killing me. Jeez.
Well, the good news is usually when she's asking for 4, 5, 6 goals, we get like none. So
Okay,
Well, in that
fine.
case,
you
Sky,
have better
go ahead.
chances
-1.
running that. You have better
-1
chances
goals.
running that.
Negative
Go
1
ahead,
goals.
Sky. Run
Is that
it,
better?
run it up, Sky. Run it up.
I would like Brazil to stop channeling their old school variation of defense.
Which is no defense, right?
Yeah, or
Oh,
doing.
here they come off the side again. Yeah, see, Brazil's still
No-
trying to
no
work it
one's
into the
making the
middle of
runs,
the pitch,
though.
but no one's there. Yeah,
Why did she pull up? Who was that?
Yeah, who? The Bina!
yeah, it was the bean. Yeah.
No, it was Luana that pulled up, number 5. She was making the trailing run, and as that ball came over, stopped and kind of went like this. It's like, well, no, that's yours. You go get it.
Bunny is down again. Holy
Oh, I see what you're saying. That would have been a goal.
crap. Holding her hip, it looks like her thigh, her hip.
Uh-oh.
But yeah,
All right,
Bunny
just
is-
take Bunny off, please. Just
Bunny
take
is
her
down
off.
and receiving treatment.
Just take her off.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where I was concerned because I thought it was like something with her leg completely. not just her ankle. So
I mean, it could. I mean, like that was a hard kick that she took. It was just straight foot on ankle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
On the original injury, so that could definitely send something up the nerves.
Oh yeah.
And also, those are the sorts of things that you start to overcompensate for, and then that throws like
Everything
your
off, yeah.
alignment off for your legs and your hips and all that kind of stuff.
no, I'm
Well,
looking at.
they're
I'm
just
looking
showing a
at her right
replay
now.
though. She did knock knees with a Brazilian defender. I don't know who that is. So
She's up and walking off on her own power. They've got some people up. I don't know if they're actually going to make the switch or what.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to be Bunny's World Cup. I hate to say it.
That's such
I mean,
a
unless we
shame,
make
too.
it, unless we advance and
that yellow
she
card
balls
still
out.
haunts me, as I'm sure it does you guys. That
Mhm.
yellow card is atrocious. That was
That
yellow.
whole officiating.
Given the
that
context
game.
of the match, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did you see how Bunny came out with the receipts after that game with the pictures?
No, I missed
with
it.
the fouls
I
that
missed it.
she had like two pictures of like French defenders, like clearly like yellow cards, like yellow card worthy fouls on her, and nothing happened.
She's back in, so that's
Yeah, but she's like gingerly jogging.
Well, this is why Jamaica should probably look into getting another attacker from their pool, because if Bunny is your only option in attack right now, that's not ideal. Honestly, you need someone else that's going to create, someone else that you can lean on in situations like this, because the match is there for them to take. But if you have Bunny at less than what looks to be like 80% right now, that's not going to bode well.
Yeah, I feel like I want to see more from Jody Brown this
Yeah.
World Cup. Like,
Oh,
she's been really quiet this tournament.
yeah. I'm looking at Jamaica to see like kind of who could they bring off or who could they bring on for Bunny, and I don't know, like it's hard because nobody's going to have the same impact that Bunny Shaw has. Like,
No,
Right.
you cannot replace Bunny Shaw. So, it's probably a bit unfair to the rest of the forwards on the team to go, well, that's not going to be good enough. At some point, maybe you do make the calculation that, somebody at 100% is probably better than one of the world's best at 70, 60%,
Yeah.
especially because they're doing so well to defend against Brazil right now.
They really are.
Right. Like the attack
all you need is someone with just a little bit more pace, a little bit more ability to kind of control on the first touch, and there's passes and lanes there to run through that they can smash and grab a goal at the end if they can find that on the bench somewhere.
And maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're just waiting for it's now the 60th minute for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe between now and the 70th minute or something, let Brazil kind of keep punching themselves out, and then bring on some fresh legs for Bunny, who's been struggling this match with the injury.
Yep.
You go from having to defend Bunny, who's at, like we said, 60-70%, not able to run nearly as fast as she could, and then you put somebody in there who can just fly. That change in velocity is something that might catch Brazil off guard and really cause them problems, at least at first.
Wait, who does Colombia play in their game?
They would. Oh, who do they play next?
Yeah.
I believe
Morocco.
Yeah.
I think it's more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Morocco, and then Germany will play Korea. South Korea. So. All Colombia needs is a draw to advance as the winners of that group. But if they do lose, if Morocco pulls off the upset, as it stands, Germany has the lead in goal differential, which would lift them, because if they lost and Germany won, that would give them both 6 points, but Germany has the tiebreaker. So that would change things. But if Colombia get a draw or win, they'll advance as the top Group H.
Chantel Swaby's down, holding her right leg.
Oh no.
Stop it.
I didn't see what happened. I'm not sure if it's just a cramp or what exactly is going on.
It looks like it could be a cramp, but who knows?
Oh no.
Because they showed a replay and it was just like of her kicking the ball, so it didn't look like there was any. And maybe there was something that happened that wasn't that play, but when I watched that, I'm like, I don't see anything here that would have, maybe it looks like they're just like stretching her out.
Yeah, these Brazil fans are looking nervous. They are sitting there looking terrified. Oh no.
It's got to be nervy times. I mean, there's
Of course.
Time
sure
is
they
not
know
on their side at this point.
Yeah, and I'm sure they know that France is handling business on their side, so they know that they have to win. Because as it stands right now, Jamaica's advancing.
That is mind blowing to me. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
I think Brazil's going to get maybe their first corner kick of the night.
I don't believe it's their first. No, it's their second.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Second.
Yeah.
Because I remember Dominion running around to the.
Because I remember they had one in the first half.
Mm.
And it was late in the first half, so. An interesting play. Short kick back to Marta for the ball inside the box. That goes nowhere. Although they do get another corner kick out of it, right? Yeah. From the other side.
When did crazy ass set piece, Pia?
Okay, now they're telling them to play. She was the referee was holding up for a second. I wasn't sure.
That's what I was like. Yeah.
Bar. They may have been doing a
happening?
quick check.
Just to make sure it went off of Jamaica.
Yeah, like that ball kind of got hung up there in the box between the defenders. Maybe they were just doing a quick check for a handball. I obviously didn't see anything, but.
Oh. Some great passing. But Jamaica is just doing so well of clogging up the middle of that box. Like Brazil wants so bad to get a shot directly facing goal, and Jamaica's like, no, we're not gonna let you. Figure something else out. And so far, Brazil hasn't been able to.
Oh, it seemed like Panama got a penalty, 5-2.
I love that. Yeah, Panama's about to get a penalty kick. But I'm waiting for them to score before I talk about them because they need so many goals to make it exciting again. But they do score. They convert 5-2.
Comeback is on. I believe in you, Panama.
64th minute. There is time. You never know in sports. You just never know. Use that momentum, get a quick third, and then you've got, over 20 minutes of time left to try to get two more. Yeah, I love the way Jamaica plays, but they definitely need to figure out an
Yeah,
attack
the score,
situation.
Yeah.
They need to find ways to score goals. If they can,
Because
if they can find ways to score goals, they'll be a real dangerous team in tournaments like this.
they're
Really
Connecticut
dangerous.
sunning right now.
Tanner got cleared out in the box. They're showing the replay now.
Yeah. Oh, the Swaby one?
No, the Panama penalty and then goal.
Oh. I thought you were talking about when Swaby absolutely demolished the Brazilian attack. Just like escorted him right out of the box. Just like, no, you're out of here. Sorry.
Good old fashioned stiff arm.
It'll be interesting to see where Swaby's playing next season.
Mm.
'68th minute and Martha's still in the match. Do you think she comes off? You think she plays all 90?
If it
Might
were
be
me,
her.
I'd play all 90.
Yeah, I mean, it might be her last game. Shit.
You
Yeah,
you're
right.
gonna have to take me off this pitch. Forcibly.
Yeah.
That kind of like I know in basketball and a lot of sports they'll sub people off so they get like a crowd
ovation.
applause.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, keep me in that thing. You could applaud after. Like, we not doing this. I remember when Heyo played her last club game. She looked like she did not want to come off the pitch. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I don't need to wave to the fans right now. I'm trying to play.
When she retired, and then she has unretired twice.
That's right. I keep forgetting about that.
Can't believe it's the 70th minute and they've only made the subs at half, the one each for the teams. I can't believe we haven't seen anything coming at the 60th minute, especially considering how both teams really kind of need something, anything in the offensive.
Fresh legs
attack.
or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because Brazil's been here last match. They were here last match where they just weren't finding that last little bit, and you felt like maybe a sub or two would change things, and they waited until 5 minutes left in the match to even try to do anything.
So are you saying Pia didn't learn a lesson?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're going to be bad, at least learn something along the way.
Okay, Bunny. Ooh. Did Bunny get a card for that?
I don't know.
That was.
No, it didn't look like it.
It doesn't. Let me see.
Yeah, it was kind of a little reckless of a challenge, but maybe not a yellow.
No, it doesn't show yellow. It doesn't show she's got a yellow. Oh.
Uh-oh.
What's happening? Oh Lord, what's happening?
Jody Brown looked like she had a breakaway and then it got caught up in her feet.
It. Yeah, couldn't control it.
Okay.
That's so unfortunate.
And now Jamaica has to play through the back. And they give up a corner. Wow.
Yep.
Who was it? Was that Allison on the pass? That was not good.
Yeah.
Not great. Probably one of the few missteps she's had so far this tournament.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not good, bro. Come on now. It's all right. It's all right. Shake it
fortunately
off.
for her, it didn't go the other way because Caroline could have got that ball and popped that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Showing now, though, the last time Brazil missed out on advancing out of the group stage was 1995.
Wow.
I mean, that'll get
Wow.
Pia fired.
Yeah. Oh, Brazil's one of those federations that does not like wait around for you to turn stuff around.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Yeah, 'cause, I
like,
mean-
you have a showing like this, you will be fired. There is no excuses to be made.
Yeah, because it's like literally, if you play better in the other game, you wouldn't be in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even play better if you just make better tactical
Texas,
decisions.
yeah,
in the
that's
other
what-
game. Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. If
yeah.
Pia has better tactics, they're not in this situation.
No.
I will never forgive her for what she did to Formiga. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Well, and she left Christiani at home,
Yeah.
and she could play, and she would have helped so much in the midfield that you wouldn't have to like have Marta sitting here and playing for fucking 90 minutes. And you wouldn't have Caroline having to be the fucking 6. Like,
As another possession goes wasted by Brazil.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so
damn.
Let's go. God, Jamaica can't do anything like past the halfway line. You just can't get anything going. But I mean, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't need the win.
Yeah, we don't need the win. I'm not like stressing the goal, but it's just like, ugh.
But it definitely gets nervy as time goes on because Brazil can make something out of nothing. Real quick.
Exactly.
And
I
anytime
still
you
don't
play
see
teams
anybody
like that,
up warming up on either sideline.
that's so odd.
Brazilian fans are not happy looking. They look.
Nope.
They look upset. They might mess around and fire P after this game.
Yeah, you'd have
Win
to.
or lose, they just might do it.
They might have to. Because right now I'm like, can you beat Colombia?
No.
Yeah, if you get out.
Oh, again. Come on, Jamaica. What is going on? Oh,
Like you need Caroline's too far back. She needs to be able to join an attack. This is making me flashback to Christian President, the Red Stars, and having to beat the 6. I really don't. Yeah.
There's nobody up along the Brazil bench. That's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
That's how
He was
she
like, I don't
get
have to.
fired.
Pia's like, I don't need subs. What do I need? What do I need to win this game for? Does she know she has to win this match, right? Like Pia knows it's a win or go home situation, right?
Yo, this is giving me flashbacks to She Believes, where literally it was like you can beat the US because they looked a hot mess, and just totally like tactically like. And now she's doing this nonsense in the World Cup. Please, Pia. You got too much talent for this bullshit. Please.
Imagine having this lineup and deciding to play struggle ball. Like,
Well, there are multiple nations.
Multiple. We've seen a lot of nations, like a few
Decide to
nations
do
this tournament.
nonsense.
That's the theme.
Oh,
I mean, ultimately, I feel like that's got to be like a coaching problem.
It
Yes.
is.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
like across the board. And then it's like there's this thing in hockey, especially the men's hockey, but like literal trash ass coaches just get recycled.
Yeah.
And it's like give them 6 months after they hid sexual abuse. Sorry, trigger warning for anyone, but and then, you know, let's just hire them somewhere else in a different time zone and act like people forget.
What I don't want happening
That's
is
soccer.
that
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
soccer.
that's
That's where we're
There's
at.
there's a lot of parallels between hockey and soccer. Not all of them good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Although I feel like that's a lot of sports where
Yeah.
a lot of like you see it in basketball too.
Yeah.
Like mediocre coaches have like their 8th, 9th, 10th job. You know.
Right.
That's true.
So,
And it's not just mediocre coaches; it's mediocre coaches with terrible histories, right?
yeah, like there's nothing in their history that says that they can turn anything around and they get like another
Yeah. Not
like
to
a
mention
10th
like
job.
bad human beings.
yes, exactly. No, Lillian like Derek Fisher.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in fairness, he has not yet gotten another job, so
He better not get no other job.
So
He better
progress. You know.
I don't even like the Sparks, and he dismantled like a
He
Man,
whole.
really, I don't even like the Spice either, and he did.
I was done when Penny told her like she messed up by saying, you know, our pool was a list of one. I was like, "Grr, you in danger, girl." Like,
Oh, we
no.
getting subs. We getting subs.
Okay, so
Maybe.
Brazil got 2 ready. 2
Are
in the
those-
chamber for
Are
Brazil.
those birds?
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
those
like
are
there's
birds.
like doves or something flying around the stadium. Yeah.
You know what that means?
What?
game
Don't do
bluff.
that. Bye.
Yeah, a group of birds have decided to just hang out in the corner of the pitch.
Oh yeah, when he benched CP3 in the
and Gray, the point guard.
Nervous moments from Spencer. Is that Spencer, right? In goal for Jamaica?
That was almost an auto golazo right there, man. That was.
Hey, we're not here yet.
Right. I'm like, what's happening?
Not tonight's game directed by John Woo.
Oh shit! That almost went in.
Yo.
Oh.
All right.
Yo, it's multiple doves. Jesus Christ.
No, it's like
There's a lot of
there's like a
them.
group of birds. Yeah,
A
Like a
flock of
Hitchcock movie.
a flock of birds. Yes, thank you.
It's a sign.
But for
I'm
who?
not sure,
Of what?
that
Who
sign
knows?
is, but
Yeah, I was like, of what? Who knows?
For
But
who? Of what? Why?
right, there are multiple scenes and songs about this. We just don't know how it's gonna play out.
This could be either really good or really bad.
Things are happening.
you know what they say about doves on a pitch?
Brazil just keeps trying that long ball, and it's not there.
He fixed it.
Tamira's just keeps trying that long pass down the left flank, and it's not working. I don't know why she keeps doing that.
Oof.
Are we going to see the subs actually come in now for Brazil? Yes, we are. Oh, a trio of subs are coming in.
Okay,
Hockey change.
Yeah, line change, it looks like.
Marta's
Black
coming
ball?
off.
Yep.
Oh,
Marta, Antonia, and Luana are all coming off.
Oh,
Looks
Martha.
like Shay's coming on.
And that could be Marta's last World Cup
This
match.
could be the last time we see Marta in a Brazil kit.
Wow.
God, that's so horrible to say.
End of an era.
because
I mean,
Tia can't
Somehow,
coach.
and
It's bound to happen, but
Coaches like that need to be banned. There needs to be like a blacklist. Like you ruined. Not only did you do a bad job at coaching, but then you ruined like
you ruined
a Legends
yeah.
final. Not even one, 2 of them.
which one?
Marta and Formiga. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Oof.
you definitely deserve to be put. Oh no!
What's happening? Stop.
Not
What's happening?
yet. I get
What's
the feeling
happening?
they're gonna take a
That's
look
got to
at
be
that.
looked at,
though.
right? That's got to be looked at, right? That's got to be looked at.
For who? Oh God, what's happening? Jesus Christ.
And now we all go look at the ref. What's happening? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. It looked like
No way.
Mm,
It
No.
looked like Shaw got tangled up.
yeah. Now the ball's back in play.
Yeah,
No.
that was a solid no call.
She didn't roll. She had to roll 3 times.
Hello, here we go. Here we go. Might not need it. Buddy Shaw.
Wait a minute. Stop it.
Nearly.
What's happening?
I won't tell you. I'm just gonna let my
What
face.
is happening? Why am I so behind?
I don't want la 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 la. I'm hella behind, so
I'm just waiting for Scott.
it'll be tomorrow by the time I figure out what y'all are talking about.
Oh my God!
Come.
Khadijah!
Come. Oh.
Khadijah!
Ooh, child.
what I mean. I feel like I know she's hurt, but I still feel like she can pull off something like that, right? Like
right, but again, though, if she's not hurt,
If
she
she's not
probably
hurt,
gets
yeah,
one
she
or
scores
two
that.
steps, and that's a hell of a lot better opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So while she's still dangerous, that injury was definitely enough to hinder her to the point where it makes that,
for sure.
So
Wait a minute.
it's still a great chance.
She tucks her braids into her kit?
They must have been grabbing at him.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, to be honest. I think this is.
I mean,
think it's
I'm
the
not
first time
mad.
she's
Like
doing
it would feel hella awkward to me, but also like there's a practicality to that. Like I understand.
It seems like it'd be super uncomfortable.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It
they're all
is.
wearing undershirts, but still. I don't know about all
like
that.
her neck movement. I'm sure.
Yeah,
is
right. Like
very limited right now.
that's crazy. I've never seen that before. But also, I don't understand not putting your hair back at all and just letting that thing fly. Like I don't understand that. So if it's dangling past the ears, like that's just a lot.
Wendy Renard used to do that.
I
She had braids
just
this tournament though.
I don't understand. I don't know. Like Lillian saying, yeah, there's been a lot of hair tugging. I believe it.
In a lot of the matches, yeah, that's been like the theme
That's
for
crazy.
fouls. There's been a lot of hair pulling.
Didn't DeMello get her scalp yanked?
Scalp, dear Lord.
This went for the whole thing.
Yo, Brazil's
now-
looking so nervous right
Yeah,
now.
the nerves are really
Lord.
starting to creep in for Brazil now.
Yo.
Not the players, but the fans.
I mean, even the players on the bench, like they're biting nails and
Well, yeah, that's more. I think that's more because they can't really do anything. Like they have
Sure,
to just kind
sure.
of sit
Jody
there.
Brown's been down for a minute.
Yeah.
really. Oh gosh.
It looks like who's that? Looks like Solai Washington's getting ready to come on. I don't know for who.
Maybe for Brown.
Maybe Brown's up and kind of walking off. She's kind of hobbling off. Looks like she's in a lot of discomfort. Washington just came
Yeah, it is
on.
Brown.
Yep, for Brown.
Brown is coming off. Yeah.
Well, I'm Colombian. Shit. Japanese.
Stop.
So wait, that means you want Jamaica to lose then, is what you're saying?
No, I'm trying to collect my nations. We gotta move on.
Well, because that's who Jamaica's going to end up playing next. If Colombia wins their group, like that's who.
I'm
they'll
gonna
play
be
Jamaica.
a fan. I'm gonna be a fan free agent. Whoever wins, that'll get my loyalty.
You're just gonna have to like Rob Lowe it, just straight Woso hat.
The NFL hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go teams.
Go soccer ball, yay. As we hit the 80s.
You can't trust nobody who can't coach. That's where I'm done.
There's a lot of people being found out this World Cup.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Pia,
There's
are
a
you
lot
fucking
of
serious, dude?
coaches that are being found out.
Pia, are you serious? Because if Pia's also the general manager, it's like roster construction. Why didn't you have a for real six? So Caroline isn't that far back. She's in your attack.
Bro, Becky Spencer, man. Give it up for Becky Spencer, man.
Oh,
Lots of down faces for Brazilians in the crowd.
Pia ain't got no look of urgency.
They keep trying to put the ball in to the center, up in the air, and it's not working out for them. They're not able to win those aerial battles. I don't know why they keep doing that. It's insane to me.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, like, Brazil really hasn't been able to do. I mean, they haven't been able to go on the ground through the middle, right? They haven't been able to. I mean, they've had a little success on the wings, but everything that they've been trying has just been falling flat.
But they need to attack on the wings. I mean, like, you can't. I mean, they're doing the same stupid shit they did the last game.
Looks like the attack of the birds right now.
They've made no adjustments.
Right.
They've made no adjustments. They're
They're
not
doing the same
anything
dumb
different
shit.
tactically.
Yeah, they're doing the same dumb shit.
God,
You
these
cannot
birds.
try to attack an organized defense like this.
It's
Yeah, you know
bonkers to
this. Yo, this is crazy. These birds are wilding.
They are all over the place.
I told y'all it's a sign. It is a sign.
It's bonkers to me that Pia had learned absolutely nothing from the last match. She did the same thing last match where there was no changes, no tactical adjustments, no nothing. And they wound up paying for it. And you would think, okay, well, maybe we shouldn't do that again with our entire World Cup on the line. But yet here we are.
Yeah, because like you literally need to go crash down the sides.
Oh God!
And it won't matter for much of the results at this point, but Panama does get a third goal, so it is 5-3.
Damn it, Panama! And then all these
2 more. Come on, Panama. 2 more.
You can do it.
Well, they need
3
3 more
more.
technically.
3 more. We need 3 more, Panama. Come on.
That doesn't matter because even with the loss, France would advance with the 5 goal differential right now that they've.
Oh yeah, because they ain't scored.
Stat padded. Yeah, France needed to lose and then not score a lot with the other team scoring.
See, I can't
We
take
have
this.
we have no goals in this Jamaica game so far.
You all right, Jermaine?
No, I'm not all right. I'm looking at this free kick setup.
The free kick.
I haven't heard anything on your side, so I'm like, okay, maybe you
They
can.
still haven't. They
Yeah,
still
they
haven't
haven't
taken it
it
yet.
yet.
Oh Lord, was it even a foul or did she trip over herself? Did she just hit the ground? I feel like she just like kicked the pitch and she fell.
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
Maybe. Oh Lord,
nearly. VAR is trying to be a hater against Panama right now. So we'll see if that goal stands.
I always think it's so interesting when they don't make changes. Hold on, let me wait.
Oh, Becky Spencer. That's right, Becky. Take your time. Take your time, Becky.
Oh, I was looking at did they show
4
how
minutes
much?
stoppage.
Okay.
4? Is that what it is?
I was glancing
4
at the other
minutes.
match.
Here, urgency.
Ciao.
Yeah, you gotta fire her. Don't even let her come to the hotel.
We'll ship your guitar home.
Oh my gosh, that
Yeah,
damn guitar.
yeah. Nah, she gotta build a plane.
Build a plane. Y'all are crazy.
Black are gonna have to do that on Sunday. Yo, Pia, how do you not have? It's literally like she was coached when similar dynamic players cooked her freaking defense up, like multiple times. Like when the U.S. is literally cooked up her defense coming down the side, or cooked up organized defenses. Go do that with your players. No.
Ooh. I mean, it's just what I was gonna say before the free kick is that it just is so wild to me that in a sport like soccer, like that you think it's better to not make changes with so much time as opposed to try some things. I don't know. It just seems odd to me. But then on the other hand, when it comes to substitutions, you can't just like go back. So I guess there's that. But I don't know.
No, it depends on the philosophy of the coach, right? Like I think a lot of people hate managers that always make the sub at 70 minutes or later.
Yeah.
Because it does mean you put yourself in a disadvantage. Your back's against the wall already, and you're only giving yourself 10, 15 minutes to score.
Right.
Whereas there's some managers, I forget what match we saw it in, like they'll make 2 or 3 subs at halftime.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, this isn't working. Let's fix this shit now.
George is pissed.
And I feel like you have to. I mean, I also wonder how it comes down to fitness, because I would imagine like it's a little bit different to start a game and then just not, in theory, I guess, know when how long you're gonna run for, as opposed to having to be cold off the bench and then uh-oh.
No, yeah, they just Jamaica wasted another opportunity.
No.
A waste, a big waste. Oh Lord.
Brazil has a corner attempt here late.
I don't like that. I don't like the. Oh God, I don't like this.
The dreaded set
The
piece.
keeper's up.
Oh man, Brazil's going for it.
They have to. They have no choice.
I'm gonna put y'all on mute.
No way.
Oh man, I'm gonna be so slow.
I feel so bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they just couldn't get it.
Oh, sorry, I had to put y'all on mute real quick.
All bouncing around.
Oh Lord.
I'm trying not to give too much away. I don't
It's
want to be the
hard.
spoiler.
Is this it? Yo, Jamaica is jumping right now on the island.
Oh Lord.
Get it out. Get it out.
Wow.
I just got the update. Oh, damn it. My notifications.
Wow. Congratulations, Jamaica.
And
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
I'm not saying there will be, but there's still plenty of time for craziness in the other match. There's 13 minutes of stoppage time
Wow.
in France, Panama. And the score's 5-3, France lead.
You gotta go.
Oh,
You gotta leave her at the.
God.
But let's go, Jamaica.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Jamaica advances, and as it stands right now, will more than likely play Colombia in the round of what is it, 32? Round of 16, 32?
Round of 16.
16. Yeah, there's only 32 in the whole tournament. It's round of 16. Yeah.
Woo. Not rolling. That was hilarious.
There's so many crying players. It's what a
Yeah,
what an
there's tears of
emotional-
joy and then tears of
Just
sadness.
agony. Yeah.
And Martha's looking out into nothingness right now.
I mean, what else can you do? Like, nothing
Bunny's
else.
crying.
Strangle your coach, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head
He
to
looks
Latrell's free roll.
Let's go.
Yeah. Brazil.
Congrats to Jamaica.
What was that year that they kept just like flopping at the end and fucking around with the US and then they got
Oh.
Brazil?
Brazil?
Yeah. What year was that?
I don't remember what year that was.
That was a while ago. It was a while ago.
That
That
might
was
have been the
them Krieger
pre-press era,
Wambach.
right? Yeah,
Oh,
that is-
absolutely. Those Krieger Wambach era. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Not a total shock, but also just it's. I think for me, what the biggest
2011. Thank you, Daniel. Sorry. Go ahead.
perfect, awesome. I think for me, the biggest takeaway is just Pia not learning a lesson from the last match. Like Brazil literally did everything the same, and the result was the same, and now they're going home, and they shouldn't be going home. I feel like I don't know. It was just disappointing from them, and they will probably be looking for a new head coach before are they going to the Olympics? Before the Olympics,
As they should.
I will say
It-
I'm very disappointed for Marta, very disappointed for Brazil. I agree with everything that Trebor just said about Pia. However,
Let's
That's
go.
what he said.
Let us not sleep
exactly.
let us not sleep on Jamaica. And
No, not at all.
No, of course, right? Like this
That was
moment
a-
has been coming, right, since last World Cup, and the struggles that we've been through, the bullshit that we've been through, along with a number of other nations. Amazing moment for this small, beautiful nation. With that, I have to leave to go drop off my daughter at daycare. So,
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Congratulations,
Joining
Jermaine.
us.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks for hanging out, and congratulations once again.
Thank you. Until next time. Until next time.
Take
Peace.
care. Wow.
Yeah, it's like we talked about. Jamaica has been the most consistent team
Yeah, they have.
in that group.
I wish they had another scoring threat so they could
It's not-
lock in.
Well, I think that's what it's not pretty, and it probably won't be enough to get them further into the tournament, going up against teams that can actually score a lot of goals. But I mean, it works. Like we just don't know.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is one goal, and they found out a way to stifle teams' attacks and at least put themselves in a position to win matches 1-0, 2-1. They just got to find a way to score those goals, especially in times like this when Bunny Shaw is not 100%.
Yeah, I think Jamaica played a really good game. They did exactly what they needed to do. They knew the assignment, and they got it done. And kudos to them. Kudos to their coaching staff for coming up with a plan that worked. Brazil, though, man, it's so disheartening to see the impact that a coach who should know better can have on players' careers. Like, this is probably the last time
Gutted.
we will ever see one of the greatest players who's ever kicked a ball, and to have her go out like that. It just makes me angry as a fan of the game, because
It's shameful.
That's not how it should be.
Yeah, because Pia know better. That's what it's like. Really frustrating.
There's just too many talented coaches out there, especially now, to settle for someone like that who's not even going to make adjustments and not even learn lessons from a match that was 2 days ago.
Right.
Yeah.
What's worse though
what are
is
you doing?
she coached the U.S. and had the same bullshit.
Well, yeah,
That's why they didn't win in 2011.
It's one thing
And
to
her
not
ass got
learn
fired.
lessons from job to job, but it's definitely another thing to not learn a
Gotta
lesson
learn
from
game to
2
game.
days ago. You know what I mean? Like, you're in a tournament, you're in the World Cup now. It shouldn't be this difficult when you have a team like Brazil has.
Doing the same dumb shit. Okay, Panama, let's go get some goals.
Well,
Panama.
Ooh.
there's still plenty of time left in that one, but they haven't even come close to scoring again. France is very much playing to just run out the time. They're keeping possession, passing the ball around.
And they scored 5, so.
I mean, yeah, they've earned that right. And just a quick note on that, Danni got the first hat trick ever in France World Cup history, or women's France World Cup history. So, congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look what happens when you have a coach that's not an asshole. Fucking coach.
Yeah, I mean, but again, how much of this is France waking up at the right time, and how
Right.
much of this is France getting to play against Panama? Like, no disrespect to Panama, but
I think it's a combination. I mean,
I was going to say, yeah.
do we think France is putting up 5 if they're in the same situation against Brazil? Well, maybe Brazil, but we saw what happened against Brazil and against.
but I think France is still trying to find their footing because they literally just got a coach.
Yeah.
And they've been in hell for
I think
too many years.
I think they probably hope, if to themselves, they probably hope that the other group stays the way it is, because I think they'll prefer to face Germany coming up rather than Colombia, as France get a 6th goal now.
Yeah, France definitely has that new coach new coach bounce that you see.
Because the last coach, she wouldn't have made adjustments like this. Like, they totally came in different.
No, and you got to think that the players feel much more comfortable playing under Ronald than they did under Diacre, and that in and of itself has to, provide them some lift and some extra motivation, I guess. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we'll talk about it after the group stages wrap up officially, but what match are you looking forward to for the knockout rounds? What are the matches now that we pretty much know all the teams playing?
Nigeria, England. I mean, we were
Yes,
talking about that.
Yeah.
That one's going to be big. Depending on how things end up with this, Colombia,
Jamaica,
going up
that'd
against.
be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
I think for me, it's England, Nigeria, as the one I want to see the most for sure. I think Nigeria can win that match.
Yes.
I
really
think so
do.
too. I think that's going to be a really, really tough match.
I don't think
I
it's
also
a can. I think they should win that match. But stylistically, I think that's gonna shake the shit out of England.
I'm also kind of looking forward to Sweden versus the United States.
I'm looking forward to that for a completely different reason. Yeah.
I just
like, what tactics are what are we doing?
I mean, it should be a good match, but I think that I think the U.S. is kind of in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, because I don't know, because the midfield was worse than the last time they played Sweden, so I don't know how that's gonna go.
Probably not well.
If the U.S. loses, do you think Vlad loses his job?
Yes.
I think that's the only way he loses his job.
Yeah, I actually
Really?
do, because the reason is they are unwatchable. So you can't get people to want
Are
to
they
do that.
though? I
Yeah,
mean,
no, but for real, like
they are, but like, are they?
But no, but literally
They shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be, but
But they
literally
are.
because with the midfield, like that game was really bad. You don't lose to Portugal. You don't effectively draw Portugal. Portugal
were-
can't put the balls in the net. They should
were
have lost the game.
3 inches away from losing that game.
They should have lost. It wasn't even 3 inches. If Jessica Silva completes her chances early, they don't win that game. That should have been Portugal should have won 2-0. So I mean, that's the reality of that was really bad soccer. And this is the second tournament he struggled in coaching the team. So yeah, they probably gonna get cooked up by Sweden. Because
If they lose,
I still say they win that match.
if they lose, should he lose his job? Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
Will he lose his job?
I can see it.
I don't have any faith that that the Federation is going to do the right thing. I
Okay,
don't know
but
what on earth would make me have that faith in the Federation to do that. So
who
I don't know.
let's say he does lose his job. Who's the next head coach?
Well, I think a lot of people would want Laura
Go after
Harvey to
Laura-
at least
go
get
after
a
Laura Harvey.
shout. Yeah. I mean, there's another name out there, but I think that name has
You either go get Laura Harvey or you then
other
circle back and
opportunities
go
that they'll
get Tony
pursue.
off
Yeah.
of Australia.
But I think Laura Harvey would be a great shout.
Laura Harvey or Tony?
But there's talent out there in terms
There's
of
a
coaching.
lot of coaches
available.
But the
out there, and
U.S. soccer
is
is not thinking. U.S. soccer isn't thinking like that. Like
Well,
CC,
no, but that's the issue.
yeah, but that's
right?
what I'm saying. But CC looking on the men's side, they still stuck with old boy.
Well, that's
In the
what I'm
case-
saying. This
But
is
in-
the.
But I'm saying on the case for the women's side, literally Tony and it literally was between Vlaco and Laura. And like at this point, you're looking at, let's say you're trying to get people to like they're dual nationals, you about to lose them for real because this is terrible. Like this is bad to a point that people could literally go, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do a one-time switch to another nation.
Well, I think I think there's a lot of extra context and layers to that though. Like I don't think there's people looking purely at the results saying I don't want to play for America no more.
I'm gonna put it
I
like
think-
this.
I
I've
think
been
it's the
noticing
results mixed with the way that players are being treated, mixed with a lot of the abuse stuff.
I will say
And-
this. There's stuff that came out about what happened at the Olympics that I'm like, that's interesting.
Right.
That came to light. That if they do not win and they exit, they do not get a trophy, he's probably gone, regardless.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff that came to light that's like a toxic work environment. So it's literally like and they don't look good. They don't look good. They don't look happy. Yeah, they cool with each other with the game bang session, but it's literally like,
wait,
bad.
like what's the toxicity? Like from him?
It's like whatever with the environment. I mean, the story that dropped where Alex, this has happened to other players, but even with Alex pointing out that like she was having mental health issues post having a kid, she wanted to take a break. She told Vlaco effectively was like, if you do that, you'll lose your spot. And so she went and powered through. I was like, that's a crazy ass article.
First of all, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
And so it's like a similar kind of theme. And then
that's
even
real interesting because I thought other people were guaranteed spots while they only had one good leg. So
yeah.
You know what?
But that's what I'm saying. But even still, but I'm saying there's levels of stuff that like the moving goalposts of shit that I was like, it's interesting this shit's coming out. Yeah, this stuff is coming out, and like I'm saying, on time, it's one thing if it comes out and y'all look good and y'all winning games, but even when you look at the midfield, everybody's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why is the midfield wide open?
Okay.
Or even as somebody pointed out earlier today, you fixed the midfield issue and now you just totally destabilize the midfield by doing this nonsense.
Let me step back though, because I want to understand, because I'm trying to, I usually default to what I know about the system when it comes to the federation, when it comes to hockey, which is not really a good comp in this case, or the USA basketball system. So like in USA basketball, Cheryl Reeve is the coach right now, but Cheryl Reeve, Don Staley, Gino Auriemma, I mean, I'm going to say the word on the street is, in theory, they don't have control over their own roster. So like the federation gives them, they drop the names of the players, and then the coach has to like make it happen. How much do we know of what that looks like on the US soccer side? Because I mean, I've never really thought about it as in depth as I do. I think it's kind of trash that a head coach doesn't have some kind of say and autonomy over their roster, because it's their systems that they're going to have to implement. But I feel like on the USA basketball side, and it's different on a few levels, but it's just like plug and play. Like, this is the system. You are a cog in the machine, and like that's just how it goes. How much does Vlatko realistically have a say, or any coach? And like, because I feel like it's more of a hybrid in soccer. And I'm just
I think it's a hybrid. I think it's levels to it. And then they have people that they're going to keep because they are marketable, even if they don't, or they have a perception of marketing. I can't get into. There's a bunch of shit I know stuff that I can't get into out here. But there's levels of stuff. But I'm just gonna say this: I will be surprised if he keeps his job if they crash out, because we're talking about can they beat Sweden? Maybe they can fuck around and beat them because Sweden's looking crazy. Although my concern is Sweden's not just scoring off set pieces. Jakobsen, whatever the other, there's multiple people still moving and stuff. That it'd be one thing if the midfield for US look like one way, they look worse than they have not been midfielding. Like Portugal was running wild and free, and couldn't put it in the back of the net. Netherlands did not score more. So you gonna stop Sweden? Like, let's be real. And then you got to play potentially, if you win, Japan.
That's the one that's gonna be done.
Yeah. You could get totally dog walked up out of the tournament. So it's literally like they're not playing good soccer for the talent that they got. And then you got to get ready to go to the Olympics.
Yeah. And I mean, some of why I'm asking is because I'm trying to understand how you have a coach that has been successful with some of the players that are on his squad right now at the club level. And granted, I know that club and country are not the same.
It's the club and country thing. Because with club, you dictate fully what you want to do. But I think the biggest issue that's been a problem under his tenure is they don't have as much. So with U.S. soccer, with on the national team, you had more time to spend with the team. Like you effectively, club soccer was secondary to international soccer.
Yep. So
they were with each other all the time. You had all time in the world to do what you need to do. Now they literally can only exist in FIFA windows because now NWSL is divorced from US soccer. Is there some kind of whatever? Yes, to a point, but
divorce.
Yeah, but you're contractually divorced from each other. So clubs still dictates when people are available and all that. You add that to then you have a shorter time frame, and then Vlatko is struggling. It's like he has galaxy brain. The stuff he used to be able to do in club, he has not been able to translate it to national team, and he's struggling to make adjustments to things. And then he's not, instead of being adaptable to having his system change depending on what players you have, he has a vision for a system and he's trying to insert people in. I think the biggest thing, I know Sills has talked about this before, biggest thing that earlier on why he was successful, he had a bunch of veteran players who have played different styles and they can move across lines and do their own thing. You got a bunch of young players who were still, while they're generational talents, they're still young in their career. They haven't learned how to play international soccer and then have different styles and be able to interchange. So there's a lot of stuff that he's rigidly trying to force people in where they need structure, and this system doesn't have structure. Like we're looking, the issue with the midfield is you don't have midfield pieces who dynamically can move, or you got a case of like Lindsey Horan who's literally hurt and is literally not going to maintain her spacing. Andy Sullivan is playing out of position and is not a real 6, and you're asking her to cover ground like Julie Ertz. Julie Ertz, your best midfielders are literally on the back line, like
as a center back, girl.
As a center. I mean, yeah, and that's like, so again, like I keep asking these questions because I'm really trying to, for me, like understand what the actual rub is, because some of what you're saying, like putting hurt players on the roster and hoping that they can gimp on in the knockout stages. Like we've seen that before. We've seen that before where you have then a veteran who, to your point, knows the system, has played with a lot of people, and is, you know, in the Olympics in the stands and not dressing as a reserve player. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm trying to understand. It sounds to me like the rub with Vlatko is that he maybe wants to be able to kind of taste test everything, but that's not how international and federation soccer works. Like there are things that you have to plug and play into a system, but it's also that the system, I liked what you were saying about the young players, because again, going to the USA basketball comp, you know, you've had people like until Sue Bird retired, she had been on 5 different Olympic teams and been through the generations and knows the USA basketball system, because USA basketball in WNBA is the same thing. They get like 6 days. Right. And 2 of those 6 days are exhibitions domestically before they then fly to wherever the tournament is and have another maybe 6 days if they're lucky to just practice. So I mean, I feel like Vlatko sounds like he's not the right coach for Federation, but also Federation sounds like it needs to get its life together. And I think where that comes together, or where it kind of has to come together for anything to change, is in camps. Well, one, they have to but I feel like we've already been there, right? Like we've seen that happen.
I don't think we've seen it on
this
level.
Really.
No. Because even with they still medaled at the Olympics.
Yeah, so, everyone keeps talking about the Olympics like they didn't do terrible. They just did bad by US standards. The only way it's going to change, you need to have like I said the other day, you need to have a Canada type of stretch where you get knocked out of several tournaments back to back, and then like you're looking bad for like a legitimate calendar year and a half.
Because I think they've been looking kind of tough for a minute now. Granted,
the result, there's looking. That's what I mean. As long as the team is good enough to get wins, it's going to be hard. To make these arguments because they can look like trash all they want, but if they're sneaking 1-0 wins at the last minute, or if they're getting 3-1 wins because teams that they're playing against are folding against them emotionally and mentally, like there's not really much you can do when a coach can just lean on those results and say, well, it doesn't matter how we look as long as we're winning, right? And in a country like America, like that's all that matters.
So I think the issue is like they've been able in the past, because nations weren't invested in players. There weren't domestic leagues across the world like there are now. US was able to strong arm its way and get the championships. And so what a lot of players have been pointing out, who particularly have been injured or they're not playing, they didn't get called up, and they done got up on these podcasts or they writing articles and shit, is like one big thing that's coming to realization is you have to be tactically, as a coach need to be able to make tactical adjustments and fucking coach. And you can't be a father to a daughter. You can't be a homie to a brother, whatever the fuck. You actually have to coach.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how is this? This is just
because
like
it's
the maddening part of society. Because it's just like, oh, it's just the women.
Yeah.
But the writing's been on the wall. Like, I'm not a class whatever the fuck U.S. soccer certified coach, and I can see this has been coming. Like, how can you not see that the world is changing? And that's even when I was asking about Pia. That's what I'm saying, is that the whole ecosystem is carrying on to coaches for whatever reason, like you were saying, but how are you not following trends in your own damn sport? Like, it's been evidently clear that talent is young, talent is black, and it's international, it's worldwide. I feel like the game has gotten quicker, it's gotten more speedy. You know, you still need possession, obviously, but you have to be able to have players that are strong on the ball, that can create for themselves. And then what you need to do at the international level is work on, I think you keep it super simple, have whatever your tactics are going to be, and then help your players along to be creative out of that. If whatever you're doing isn't working, and empower them to make those changes that they see on the pitch. That's effectively how USA basketball does it. And I think that's how you kind of have to roll if you're going to be in a country like the United States that likes winners, but only like certain winners. And certain winners don't really have to win, but they can win the marketing game for you. So if that's how you want to play, and if that's how if that's how you want to package your product, then you have to figure out a way to still get results and win, because USA, we like winners. And if women can win multiple times over, but if there's a little slight chink in the chain, it's over, it's a wrap. Nobody wants that. So I'm just trying to understand, like, what is really driving US soccer, because it doesn't seem like it's seem like it's definitely not investment in players. It's not finding top tier coaches who can be creative and grow with the game.
They got a vision that's really white. And I mean, that's the problem. It's like, do you want to win or do you want to be white? And we also got to talk about that still the standard across multiple nations is like this European standard of soccer. And so then what is seen as quality soccer? And so what is funny though is watching these UEFA teams as they run into, non-European nations and their styles, and then they get kind of shaken like, oh shit, we didn't think they were good, when it's literally like an investment gap, not a talent gap. And so then you also got to talk about people don't value shooting and creativity. So that's a whole nother thing that contributes to when you're like, you see the shift happening, but people aren't prepared. And so I think like this World Cup in particular will be awakening, because when you look at your coaches, whoever's winning, the coach is going to have to coach. Like, you hooping, you got to hoop. You got to be hooping. You got to coach. Like, you can't half-ass your way through this shit. You're going to have to make adjustments in game. You're going to have to make, in a half.
And so to that point, I know Melissa says, so is Japan going to win it all? But, like, who has the best coaching staff right now, do y'all feel? Like,
I mean, what quiet as it's kept, Japan won in 3 different ways and did various subtle changes of tactics across all 3 games and whipped everybody's ass in their group. And like from when they played for She Believes, they have grown. They literally, the reason they didn't beat the US is because they couldn't put the ball in the net. Now they can put the ball in the net and now are fucking doing crazy hat tricks and shit, and whipping ass. Like, I mean, they're probably an example.
I feel like they're a great example of a federation that has learned how to evolve over time. Because, to your point, I mean, they were a team that you saw what they were trying to do. Very cool, very calm, very collected. Very good in possession, but where was that explosiveness coming so that they could get through defense? Or were they going to be able to stay on a ball against a team like a United States, or maybe even like a Germany, or a team that plays a physical game? Because Japan is not, I mean, they're not known for their physicality, right? But I think, I mean, that's the conversation that needs to be had. As much as I like low-key, mid-key, not high-key, but like in the middle somewhere, enjoy the roasting of Vlatko and a lot of other coaches from the US Soccer Federation. Like, I think the conversation for the sake of the sport also needs to be like this, right? Like, what is missing? Who is showing us what the next wave is? Because again, the talent, the way I see it is that the talent for soccer, for football, across the globe, it just continues to swell and bubble over as you have players that are born in the US but then play in Europe. You have people from, you know, Asia coming to school and playing even domestically and then going back to their federation. There's just this really nice mix. So there's all kinds of different styles in soccer right now. And if you don't have a coach, you don't have a management team that can or you don't have a coaching team that can manage that, then what are we even talking about? Unless you do what sometimes you see in hockey, where it's like everyone in the huddles just nodding their head, and then once they get across the line where the coaches cannot come, it's like we gonna do what we know we got to do to win. But then for some people, that's gonna put them at risk for their next tournament.
I think what you've seen over the past 8 to 12 years, so thinking back 2 to 3 World Cup cycles, is a complete revolution in the way that the game is not only played, but managed and coached. 2 to 3 cycles ago, it was enough to be a kind of unimaginative coach who could force a system on a national team like the U.S. And you could just win because the talent gap was there, the investment gap was there.
Right.
And I think Vlatko and Pia are kind of vestiges of that old way of thinking. I have my system. These players are going to play my system. And that's not really how the international game works. It's definitely not how it works anymore because the investment gaps are closing. They're not totally gone, but they're closing because the opportunity gaps are closing. You know, 8 to 12 years ago, we didn't have other leagues, anything approaching the standard of the NWSL, even what it was back then.
Yep.
You know, and you have that now. You have Liga MX, you have the W League, you have England, you have the Brazilian League, you have leagues popping up all over the world that are on par with that level of quality. And not only of players, but of coaches. You see coaches coming up, getting their stripes, going through these club teams. And of course, there is difference between club and country. We talked about that. But, you know, using these as kind of proving grounds so that now you have a generation of coaches that actually know how to coach, that actually can take a look at their roster and go, the system I like to play isn't the one that's going to get the most out of these players. I need to adapt. I need to see what I can do to put my best players in their best positions.
Right.
You know, you're seeing teams like Japan who do things that the Americans don't do. Japan plays outside of their comfort zone. Japan has friendlies outside of their comfort zone. The US they don't play games outside of the US. They play the She Believes tournament in the US. They have friendlies in the US. Part of it's marketing, yes, but you're not testing your players when you do that.
Right.
You're not testing them to fly halfway around the world and be in a different time zone and be in a place where you don't speak the language and be in a place where the food is unfamiliar and everything is out of your comfort zone. Japan does that. Brazil does that. You know, teams around the world do that, have done that. They've come to the U.S. to play these friendlies. And the U.S. doesn't do that. And I think all of these things culturally have to change if the U.S. is going to remain at the top of the pyramid, so to speak, in international football. I don't see them doing the same things where you have just unimaginative coaches forcing players to play out of position because it fits their style, not playing games against quality opponents in, you know, away games. And doing those sorts of things and staying at the top, not with everything else that's going on in the world, not with everything else that these leagues and these federations are doing to produce talent, not only on the pitch, but off the pitch.
And everything you say makes complete sense. And so now with, again, just use the W term, the contract divorce between U.S. soccer and the NWSL, the NWSL obviously growing in magnitude, in support, becoming more competitive. I do wonder, you know, what the federation is gonna do. I don't see U.S. soccer as the type of federation, or the United States as a place where, you know, we're willing to adapt. I think there's been so much of being I mean, I guess all we have to do is look at the men's team, right? Because like, what are they doing? Like,
I mean, the problem with that is because soccer isn't seen as the number one sport in the country, they ain't gave a damn as they need to, and then they've been making money enough. But as it's exploding and it's going to shift because now people ain't playing American football because it's not safe. Basketball is becoming an ungodly amount. It's expensive. But and then when you see actually just seeing like young athletes within the last 10 years, oh wait, I can make more money playing basketball or doing something else or playing soccer than NFL. Like seeing that mentality shift happen, it's gonna take the federation witnessing like they're losing money. So I actually think because I don't think people are prepared for the explosion of what soccer, how it will grow in the United States over the next 5 years, and how like even on the women's side, we're gonna be talking millions. We're gonna talk about like, lots of money. It's gonna take where the club oversees country for them to have to get their shit together. Because then when players are like, they're tired of the fuck shit, it's really gonna run into a point when if me coming and playing in your federation, it can get me endorsement deals, but my club play can get me endorsement deals and shit, and I can do my own thing and have my own way of making money. I don't have to rely on you. Because everybody forgets part of why players are so like in line with the federation for so long is because that was the way to make money. Like where else you weren't making money. And so now that you can make money outside of that capacity, and that's probably pissing off the soccer federation, like you don't have to rely on that. And so what's going to force them to change is when the money gets impacted. And I think that's going to happen over the course of the next few years because as clubs,
I think it's already starting to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening when people start. I mean, look at Katarina Cario. Katarina Cario went to go play for Chelsea and honestly probably could have messed around and tried to make it work for the World Cup because she's going to get paid at Chelsea against, whatever money with the federation. You know what I'm saying?
And that's interesting to me because and I see like Melissa saying like she doesn't see USSF changing, and I don't see it either. But also if we look at other sports that the US competes in internationally, look at what hockey has done. The NHL, not a moneymaker compared to like the big sports on the men's side, but they have a league that's very well known, is starting to have a little bit more of an international flavor, as in they're playing games outside of North America. And now, they have a CBA where the NHL can dictate whether players, whether they're from North America or not, can play in the Olympics. Like if you are on contract for the NHL, it's been since, I'm going to forget the year, but it's been a few years, like a decade or so, that you could not play for your federation, or for your national team at IIHF, which is International Ice Hockey, or the Olympics, which is wild because that's not what we see on the women's side because of a lot of what you were just saying about how you make money or just are able to continue to play. I think we see the same thing in USA basketball on the men's side as well, right? Yeah. LeBron James and them, they might go for one Olympics, maybe two, depending on where it is. But after that, they don't want to do it. They don't have to.
Right. And so that's what's effectively, I don't think U.S. Soccer Federation is prepared for when that happens on the women's side. And then with Messi coming over here for MLS, for as chaotic as it is, I mean, that could happen. I don't trust old boy who runs MLS to get his shit together. That could happen on the men's side, but effectively on the women's side, I could totally see that being a thing, particularly if they're not going to act right. Because, I mean, I have my thoughts on what I see happening that we can talk offline. And I peeped from the jump. I'm not surprised they're at this point because the Federation has always had a tendency when they have been taken to court or they have been put out there, they get their lick back. So it's not
that part.
It looks like what it looks like. Yeah. So I mean, you get the money, but you don't have to get your equal pay if you don't win the games. I'm just saying. So you can put it like even with roster construction, employment, it makes no kind of fucking sense. So I've been screaming about this for years. People have been like, whatever, but I work in strategy. I literally what happens in the federation is mimics my industry all the time, and they're doing the same stupid shit that we're doing in court. And so it's not nothing's gonna change until either people take them to court, and then also the fact that the outside, I guess the league in theory, brings in more money. But I was gonna say, lastly, with Vlatko, I think he is a club coach that went to international. He needs to have the evolution that Laura Harvey had, where when she stepped out of club coaching and then coached the U20s, evolved her game. And so now she can function as a club coach and an international coach because she understands how to adapt. And so that's why the OL Reign actually looks good. And honestly, they haven't won a championship because these people can't kick balls into the net. Like literally that's what's happened the last few years. Like they should have 2 championships. They her
Really
coach,
should.
like literally
Really should.
are not kicking balls into the net. Where she's able to we got Sophia Huerta was a forward and is a freaking now right back, you know.
Yeah.
Even what's happened with Emily Sonnet. Like you've seen things happen where it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, she like can adapt. Vlatko needs that kind of evolution, and he probably won't get it until he gets fired. Because I mean, it is what it is.
Maybe he's just better as a club coach, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just more cut out for being a club coach. Maybe absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that as like a dig against him. I mean, there's plenty of stuff we can use to dig against him. That's not one of them. He maybe should just go coach a club someplace and be successful.
He probably gonna be Kansas City coach. That's probably why he coaching like that. He about to be coaching the Kansas City situation.
The current, yeah.
No, yeah. But
I guess we'll see.
But final thoughts, because this is long. I gotta go sleep. It's 5:30.
Good
what are final thoughts? Pia can stay. Pia needs to row her boat. I hope they fire her today.
I'm just ready for the knockout stages. That's my final thoughts. I'm ready for the knockout stages. I'm trying to watch all the matches because it's going to get fun now. So.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, it's been fun already, but like now it gets real fun because now teams will get exposed, and I think
that part
people will finally wake up to soccer outside of NWSL and the FAWSL. So that'll be good too.
Here's hoping.
I just hope he better not play the penalty kicks. I'm gonna be really angry.
Oh God, I don't want to see no team play the penalty. I swear to God, if I see shit. Play to win, please. If you're a team in the World Cup right now, play to win.
That part.
Score 10 goals.
That's what. See, y'all don't want my 10 goals.
Well, I mean, now it matters because now you got to score to win in advance. You know, with group stages, you can be tactical. Now you can't.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, that's my thoughts. We'll be talking about it more.
Any other thoughts
in the coming days?
No, I'm ready. I'm also like looking at Trevor's hoodie here. I couldn't see it. That's dope.
The Kristen Press hoodie, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
The
I
day
don't
one
know.
drop, yeah, you know.
Humble brag. No, I think a lot of what we just talked about, I think will come into play in group stage, and that's what knockout stage. And I think that's what has made this World Cup one of the more interesting ones in several years. Because again, people who've been watching, we've been seeing this play out. So it shouldn't be surprising, but it's still exciting. And I think what makes it exciting is that there are, in theory, players on all of the teams that are advancing that can be game changers. It's just a matter of, again, if the coaching is going to allow that to open up. And it would be, I feel like it's not will be, but it's going to be heartbreaking to see what federation falls in the knockout rounds because their coaching wasn't up to par with where their roster is.
Yeah.
United States.
I want to thank our guests for coming. I want to thank our people in the chat for coming, this has been a lot of fun. Congratulations to Jamaica, well deserved. Got to root for them. CONCACAF solidarity now and always. It hurts so much to see Brazil go out like they did. It hurts so much knowing it. This was the last time we're ever going to see the greatest player to ever do it on the World Cup stage.
Damn.
Sorry. Sorry to end on that note.
On that note, have a great day, everyone.
Yeah.
Sunshine, smiling day.
Any more thoughts before we thought?
Well, just that group stages end tomorrow night, tonight, whatever day is the next batch of games, is you're going to see the ending of the group stages. So be excited for that. Yeah. Be excited for that. Be excited.
Yeah. All right.
Linda Caicedo plays, so that's all you need to know.
Yes. She gonna score me some goals. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Thanks, y'all. Take care.
Maybe she'll give you 15 or
Bye, everyone.
Oh, 15, that'd be great. I'd be like, great.